to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. This game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Give to the running back. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Got his man downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Anthony. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw him.
It's a running room. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught close to the marker, it's Dupree. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. We talk about pocket presence. There's also pocket punishment that's part of it, and he was able to withstand it and deliver the football.
It comes with the job description, Reese. You know as a quarterback that this is going to happen and eventually. You are going to get hit. So why not then deliver touchdowns deep down the field? Doesn't get any better than that.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Williams. At the 40, there he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Makes the grab.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give is to Miller. Oh, out of space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give out of the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over South Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give on the inside. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Edwards. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got it in the middle, it's Ballard. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Snap from the gun on third down. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Makes the catch. It's Horton. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Using his legs, it's Dupree. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. To the air, it's Simpson. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletion and force fourth down.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They are executing beautifully.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Under fire. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. The Badgers get enough to move the chains. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anthony. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Badgers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Bama!
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stops, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Miller with the ball. Makes it past the marker. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Finds his man. It's Bernard. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like...
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Badgers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Dupree. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. First down here for the offense. Motion from the wideout. Handoff to the single back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting it back. Quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. He's loose. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The official says no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. One final play before the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pass the sticks, him still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Right on the money. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it, 1st down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And then he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. To give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10 and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give from the gun. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll do it himself. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Oh, and averts disaster by falling on his own fumble.
Woof. Deep breath, big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic. But great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, whoop, it could have been bad.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And the returner goes down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Ballard. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Anthony. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw again. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Badger. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama has the clock on his side, trying to finish the game. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. The short hands, it's Adams. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Dupree. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Everybody lined up. Quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. On the play. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.